Hi Collective, it is Ina. I am back with another reading for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope things are going good for you, okay? I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. I hope your week started out well, okay? And hopefully this reading finds you in good energy, uplifted spirits. If it did not, hopefully that's the energy or the vibe you will have once this reading has completed, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into your reading. I also wanted to say thank you guys so much for your support. I really do appreciate you guys for trusting me to be your online spiritualist, trusting me to be your personal tarot reader. I don't take that lightly, and I really do appreciate you guys. And I like your comments too. I love reading you guys' feedback. Anyway, let's get into your reading. So today's reading is word on the street, okay? It's all about what they talking about, what they saying about you, collective. You know, what's the hot tea? What people saying, all right? What's the word on the street, okay? We're going to see what it is. I already pulled some oracle cards just to tap into your energy. Some of you guys can just take this as like an energy read, so you'll know if this reading has like messages in it that will resonate for you. Usually when I do these types of readings, I get like a multitude of different types of messages. So it could be all one cohesive situation for some people, or this could be hits of messages from many different situations that could be going on in your life. And remember that it's not a personal reading, so every single message that comes out may not resonate for you. It's for someone else. So only take what resonates. But let's go ahead and tap into your energy reading, and then I'll pull some more oracle and some tarot that I already have shuffled up for you, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it. The three oracle cards that I have for you here is Mirabai, okay? Hope you guys can see it without my background like attacking the card and covering it up. All right, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Then you guys have Cauldron. All right, the number 10. This card says, bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Okay, some of you guys could enjoy the rain. You know what I mean? We also have the marriage line card. Can you guys see that? The marriage line card. That's the 8 of hearts. Okay, this deck is themed after like a regular playing card of decks, but it's based off messages from your palm. Okay, as if you were a palmist. So this is talking about the marriage line. The message on this card says, if there is no marriage line, it is very likely that he has no desire to get married. Oh, damn. I just realized that it says like he instead of they. So this is indicating like a specific energy, a masculine energy. For some of you guys listening, you very well could be a man or a masculine energy. Or if this energy doesn't resonate as your own, this could be like, you could be like a cross-watcher energy. And the messages that, some of the messages that could come through in this reading could be regarding a masculine who you're dealing with, someone who's in your energy, okay? Even if you're not in communication with them, this is someone who's in your energy who's a masculine, okay? And like I said, some of you guys listening are masculines. Duh! All right, anyway, what I'm getting for you guys with the Mirabai card here, right now you are in a season where you are unwaveringly committed to yourself. I was about to say addicted to yourself. Maybe you are, honey. Maybe you're obsessed with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're obsessed with yourself. I feel like with this Cauldron card, some of you guys here could be obviously, right, spiritual. But the reason why I say it like this, with the number 10 being here, I feel like one of the ways you guys are going to know that this reading like really has messages in it that will resonate for you is because you're in a new season in your life where you're being open about your spiritual beliefs. And maybe that was something you didn't do before, okay? But you're open about some of your beliefs here. Some of you guys could be witches, practicing witches, okay? Some of you guys may not be fully out about the fact that you're a witch, but but now maybe you're allowing people to know that you are witchy, or you like spiritual things like crystals. You maybe create potions. I don't know. Maybe you mix your own teas with your own herbs. Okay, that could be like a quote unquote potion or whatever, right? Something like this. But I feel like no matter who you are, man or woman or they, you're in a season in your life where you're living your truth, and it's because you love yourself. It's like you've entered into a new season of like real love of self, and you guys are doing what it is that you need to do for yourself, and not what it is that other people expect of you or what other people want from you. And with this mirror by card here too, it's two things I'm getting with this card, because this entire card is all about love. It's about love of self and love of another, okay? And I feel like whether you're single or you're married or in a commitment, okay? If I say married, know that I just mean commitment, because some of you guys could be in a long-term commitment, but you're not married. So just take it how it resonates, okay? But I feel like no matter if you're committed or if you're single, everyone who's resonating with this reading is in a season of self-love. Like, you're dedicated to yourself. Like, you'll betray other people for yourself. Not betray in a negative way. Like, you're throwing people under the bus or you're trying to hurt them. I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is you are unapologetically loyal to yourself, even if that means letting someone go, cutting someone off, no matter who they are. That's the era you're in, or not the era, but that's like the season that you have entered into, with this number 10 being here. All right. I also feel like you're someone who's very much in the driver's seat of your life. You're very in control of your life, and you're in the process of creating too. But back to what I was saying though, okay? Some of you guys could be you could be in a place where you have decided to marry like the true love of your life, because this mirror by card, she was married to one man, but she was not in love with him. She was actually in love with the man named Krishna, and eventually she ended up leaving the man that she was not in love with, so that she could be with the man she did love. But before she could be with the man that she was truly in love with, she had to go on like a journey of self-love. It was some things that was blocking her from being with her true love. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're in a season where you are with the person you truly desire to be with. Now, for some of you, it could be like a difference in religions or belief systems. Like, you're spiritual, this person could be Muslim. You're spiritual, this person could be Christian. You're spiritual, this person could be what am I trying to say with these Indian deities here? Hindu, okay? This person could be Hindu. It could be a difference like this, where before you didn't want to, you could have had like reservations about fully embracing a specific lover who you really have love for, because of huge differences. It could be race, it could be age, it could be culture, it could be religion, it could be economic differences, it could be flipping anything. But whatever it is, it's something that you were afraid of being judged by your community or the people around you for dating this person or marrying this person, but now you're like, I'm going to be with the person that I love. This is the season that you are currently in. Now, for others of you, because the 8 of Hearts this is also like the 8 of Cups in traditional tarot. For others of you, you're walking in your truth too, as it pertains to love, but that's with just being single. It's like, I feel like some of you guys are committed to yourself. You're not. You could have walked away from a relationship, and now you're in a season in your life where you're not really looking for commitment, or you're not looking for marriage. It's like you're really focused on you and whatever it is you're creating. As I started to channel or tap into before I went into that like love part of the message, I feel like some of you guys have been like really focused on creating something, because that's what this card really talks about. Talks about being spiritual. It talks about building spiritual habits. It also talks about the art of manifestation or creation. So for a lot of you guys who are resonating with this reading, you definitely could have gone through a season or multiple seasons, okay? And remember, a season is like a season. 3 to 4 months, okay, is a season. So you guys could have gone through multiple seasons of not like your manifestations not turning out exactly how you wanted them to, whether that's in love or in business, your career, friendships, whatever it is pertaining to. Feel like you guys were trying to attract something, or you wanted to create something and bring it into your 3D reality, but it wasn't working out right. But I feel like now you guys are in a season, in a time in your life where, because this card also talks about like recognizing the patterns. So whatever you were doing that wasn't working for you, you've corrected it. You've made some adjustments, right? We're forever making adjustments though, right? But I feel like you have made adjustments in your life where whatever it is you're trying to create, it's coming in now. You know, this is the place that you're in. You have literally manifested something that you have been trying to manifest, but you could have been having challenges doing it, or there could have been difficulty creating, you could have been going through difficulties while trying to manifest whatever this is, or whoever this is, okay? But now the time is here where your manifestations are in fruition, okay? They are literally here, okay? And like I said before, some of you guys could have definitely walked away from a marriage or walked away from a relationship or a commitment with this 8 of Hearts here, this 8 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys, you've walked away from a relationship. You're not really looking for that right now. You're very focused on what you've been creating. Some of you guys are in a relationship with the person that you want to be, and maybe for a small few of you, you could like just be getting on this path that I'm talking about. And maybe you're still in those seasons where your manifestations are failing, because maybe some of you guys are still in a commitment with someone that you are not really in love with. And even if you don't have someone else that you're actually in love with, it's like being in love with yourself or falling in love with yourself. In order to truly do that, you need to use your own intuition, okay? Because this is a collective reading, all right? But what I'm picking up on is could be like a small few of you who could be in a relationship that you want to walk away from, you know, or you've tried to walk away from multiple times but wasn't successful, so that you could focus on yourself and love yourself, or practice. The word practice wanted to come out. So some of you guys, for someone here, you're spiritual, or you're something that's not the traditional thing that your family is. And this is like when it comes to belief systems like religion and things like that, you could be spiritual, because the word practice had kept wanting to come out of my mouth. But you're in a relationship that could be like thwarting your spiritual practice, like your beliefs or whatever it is. It's like you're a closeted spiritual person and you're not able to practice in the open or practice out loud because of who it is you're connected to, or who it is that you're married to, or, you know, your belief system is different from the person that you're with, okay? That's what I'm getting, you guys. But let's go ahead and get into the tea, the gossip. That was kind of longer than I wanted it to be, all right? But that was for someone. Okay, so at the bottom of your tarot decks that I have shuffled up for you, also while I was preparing for you guys' reading, I did pick up on the fact that you guys have someone here who misses you, or they miss you, like reaching out to them. They miss you contacting them, texting them, calling them. They don't hear from you anymore. They miss that. They miss you. Also, you guys have people who are spying on you spiritually, okay? People are trying to find ways, all right, on how to get into your energy to find out what's going on in your life. I don't know why people are so curious about you, but that's what I'm getting for some of you, all right? Only take it if it resonates. But at the bottom of the deck is the, I thought this was the Queen of Wands for some reason. But you have the 8 of Wands, all right, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so word on the street, or the hot tea, or the gossip, or whatever you want to call it. Some people could be talking about, oh, okay, so someone here could be interested in you, wanting to ask you out on a date, I feel like. All right, that could be a word on the street. That's the hot gossip on you, collective. That's what people talking about. They're talking about your love life. I'm going to pull some of these oracles first, real quick. And let's see what they're saying about you, collective. Oh, conflict. That's what they want. No, I'm just joking. This card says conflict is inevitable, but through honest communication, you can find a way to resolve issues and strengthen your relationships. All right, I'm just going to pull 2 more. Conflict is inevitable. That's true, though. You're always going to have conflict, no matter how in alignment you are, especially if you're in alignment sometimes. Okay, you have opportunities here, okay? New opportunities are coming your way, offering a chance for significant progress in your personal or professional life. All right, opportunities. I do believe for some of you guys, you have an opportunity and love coming towards you. I feel like people are talking about that too. Loyalty, honey. You definitely loyal to yourself in this season. People could definitely be talking about that too. And I feel like whoever this is, talking about how loyal you. Okay, so someone is talking about the energy that you're in currently, like this new you, right? The fact that you're being loyal to you. And for some of you, this loyalty is to a partner that you have decided to commit to because you are in love with this person and you're living your truth. People are talking about this. But this card says loyalty is a cornerstone of your relationship, and you and your partner are committed to one another, creating a stable foundation. People are talking about this. Sacrifice is at the bottom of the deck. This was at the bottom of the deck when I first started pulling from this deck. So the sacrifice card says, you are willing to make sacrifices for love, putting aside your own needs to support the growth of the relationship. So I feel like some of you are doing that. You're in a commitment where you're having to make a sacrifice. And for a lot of you here, that sacrifice is simply just being with this person out loud. It's just being with this person out loud. Okay, so what I just got is that for some of you guys, it could be like you're a public figure. And maybe this person you want to be with maybe doesn't meet the standards of like the people around you, or like who people would expect you to be with because of who you are, because you are a public figure. That's another thing that's coming through. Okay, that won't be for everyone, but it is for who it is for. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this tarot. All right, we have the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so people are wanting to know. People are talking about your love life for sure. All right, they want to know, who are you giving to? Who is giving to you? All right, tell us more, collective. What are people saying? I mean, tell us more, spirit. What are people saying about the collective? What's the word on the street? Okay, what's the tea? What they saying about the collective, Holy Spirit? What are people saying about the collective? All right. Your first card out is the 5 of Pentacles. Had a Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. All right. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Well, people are talking about something that could have gone on or something that could have happened between you and another person. I just saw the Lovers and the 3 of Cups just then. So this could be talking about a breakup between you and a lover. And the 8 of Cups did come out in your oracles when I was pulling for your energy. So I feel like for some of you guys, word on the street is people are talking about a breakup or how you left someone behind. How you rejected someone possibly in love too. All right, you rejected somebody here. Doesn't have to be a breakup, but I feel like you definitely walked away from someone, or you turned your back on someone. And for some of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you turned your back on someone because of something major. It could have been to focus on your own life, though, right? Because I do feel like you guys are in a season of creating something. Okay. There's something you want that you're building. You guys could have turned your back on someone in order to focus on that. right? Because you guys are unwaveringly loyal to yourself. So maybe things between you and this person that you turned your back on, maybe things weren't so terrible, but I feel like you felt like in order to accomplish whatever this goal is that you needed space or you needed to release someone. I feel like people are talking about this. The 9 of Wands, I feel like people are talking about how you broke someone's heart or you hurt someone's feelings or you hurt someone, really, with the Wheel of Fortune. And you did this because you're focused on possibly your career, I feel like. Yeah. All right. You wanted to focus on some sort of like blessing or opportunity that you're going after. And this took a toll on a relationship between you and another person. And this person feels hurt by it. I feel like that's the gossip or that's the hot tea on you, collective. All right, for some of you, it's that you've turned your back on someone to focus on something you're manifesting, but I'm just going to say career because I feel like that's what it is. All right. We have the Page of Fire here. All right, so for some of you guys, the Hanged Man is at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you guys, people are talking about the fact that you have someone who's very committed to you, someone who's very loyal to you. All right, this person could be younger than you. They don't have to be, but they very well could be. I feel like you have someone who's very fired up about you and people are talking about this. You also, this is the word on the street, okay? People are talking about the fact that somebody here is very committed to you, and not only are they committed to you, not only are they loyal to you, they are eager. And if this person isn't younger than you, you could be younger than them. Take it, put it where it applies, but definitely picking up on age difference or maturity level differences here, okay? But yeah, people are talking about this. People are also talking about, like, they can see whoever this is that I'm talking about who's loyal to you, collective. People can see that this person is loyal to you. They see it. This person is committed to you, all right? Tell us more, Holy Spirit. Wow. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, with the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. People are talking about choices here. Choices. People could be talking about how you're choosing your professional life over your love life right now. People could be talking about that. People could be talking about the fact that you're focused on, like, your future, like planning for your future. You're also, like, very busy person. You really don't have too much time for people or a specific person. That's word on the street. This is what people are talking about. People are talking about the fact that you really don't have time for them anymore because you're so busy. You're so focused on your relationship, or you're so busy and you're so focused on your work or on yourself. It's like whatever it is you guys are doing, people are talking about the fact that it's selfish, though. The root of it is selfishness, okay? So people are talking about the fact that you are choosing yourself over others. People are talking about the fact that you're choosing the person you're in a relationship with over other people. This could be like family members. This could be friends, okay? This, for some of you, could maybe even be co-workers who feel like you don't really hang out with them as much because you're focused on work. Or maybe some of you guys are trying to get promoted. So some co-workers could be gossiping. I don't know why I got that about co-workers. That's totally intuitive. I did just see the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's definitely like one of my cards that can represent like a professional. So I do feel like that's confirmation for me that, yes, people at work could be talking about the fact you're trying to get promoted. You know what I'm saying? Or you're in love with this new person. Maybe you're dealing with someone you work with. That doesn't have to be the case for all of you. But people are definitely talking about this, though. And if you stop dealing with someone you work with, people are talking about that as well. Okay? The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. For some of you guys, okay, you could have, kind of like what I picked up with the Mirabai card. Some of you guys could have had a choice between two, where you had to You left someone in order to be with someone new, okay? But the two cards that just came out for you is the Two of Pentacles for the second time with the Eight of Pentacles. So that's just confirmation for me about what I was saying about your work. People are talking about the job, okay, so people at your job, people are talking about you at work, okay? Or whoever you work with, in whatever capacity this is, all right? Because maybe some of you are bosses, so still people, your subordinates or your coworkers are talking about you. They're talking about the fact that you may have two jobs. They're talking about the fact that you have made possibly multiple streams of income with the Two of Pentacles here. People are also talking about the fact that your work keeps you very busy. I also feel like people are talking about the fact that you come across like a perfectionist, okay? And you're very focused on being perfect. We have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For some of you guys, people are talking about the fact that you could have some sort of conflict at work. But that's not necessarily what I'm picking up on. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles at the center of your reading, people could really be talking about the fact that you're focused on your money. And anything that doesn't align with your money, you're not paying that any attention, or you're literally rejecting it. People, places, things, jobs, okay, that don't align with the energy of abundance. I feel like you guys are very like aware of lack or lack mentality. You could be releasing this, or people could be talking about the fact that you are no longer in lack. Or people could be talking about, people are talking about you a lot. But I feel like it has to do with like your money, your work. Not necessarily your money, but I feel like what it is that you do for money. And they're talking about how you have turned your back on them or other people, because some of this gossip that's going on could be people who are observing you from the outside, or for some of you, they're observing you from a distance. And they can see that you turned your back on those people over there so you could focus on your career. Or you turned your back on those people over there so you could focus on this relationship with this person you're in love with. And they're talking about this. People are gossiping about this. Like, I don't know, for some of you, it's newsworthy in your community. People are on the phone talking about it, is what I'm getting. All right, tell us more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so I'm getting like the game of telephone. So it's like if people, it's like people are, some people here could be talking about you and the information isn't accurate at all. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. All right, so word on the street or gossip for some of you guys is that you're hiding a lover. Okay, you're hiding your love life, or you're purposely not talking about your love life or telling people about your love life or who you're dealing with in love. You have the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands that the deck cut on when the Ace of Cups came out. I feel like there are people here that you rejected who are in mental conflict because of it. All right, you turned your back on them. You aren't focused on them. Like I said, yeah, when I was preparing for your reading, I picked up on the fact that it's energy, or it's people in your energy who are spying on you spiritually because you aren't reaching out to them. You aren't talking to them. You're not texting. You're not calling. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you are dealing with them, your time is very limited. You're busy. So you're not giving them as much details as they want. So for some of you guys here, people are resulting to spiritually spying on you because they want more details about your life and what it is that you're doing. We have the Death card here, and I feel like that's here with this Ace of Cups with the Ten of Wands. So, all right, what people are talking about, and I feel like for some of you guys, you have no clue about this. Some people are talking about like your love life, like how you ended things, maybe abruptly with someone. Yeah, this Nine of Wands energy over here. Some of you guys cut someone off, like I've been saying, Whoever you cut off, whoever you broke up with, whoever you stopped dealing with, or to focus on your money, this person is talking about you, and they're talking about the fact that you ended things abruptly. Like, things just came to a screeching halt, I feel like, with this death card here. Give me one more, Holy Spirit. And this person is like hurt over it. And I feel like whoever this individual is that's talking about you, who you rejected and loved one way or another, this is someone who they've been hurt a lot. They've been through a lot in love, and they could have really done their best to like study you or to be the perfect person for you, because this is someone who knows you are like a perfectionist with this Eight of Pentacles here. And you're not only you're like a perfectionist at everything, but I feel like why they feel like you are a perfectionist, collective, is because you do everything so well, okay? That's what people are talking about. That's what people are saying. That's the word on the street. It's that you're good at everything you do. And so whoever this person was that you were dealing with in love, they were trying to match that energy or mirror that energy back to you, because they wanted you, but it didn't work. It didn't get you to stay because you're focused on your finances, I feel like. Five of Pentacles. You're busy. You got your head down. You're working. Some of you guys could be focused on saving money. All right? You guys are okay, so you're budgeting. I didn't even mean to say budgeting. Maybe some of you guys are budgeting. I mean, we do have the Five of Pentacles at the center of your reading, and it's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Conflict card. Some of you guys, the word on gossip could be in your workplaces. You have problems with somebody, okay? The Star, okay, so it could be jealousy, okay? It could be jealousy. If you're in this like star energy, you're being your authentic self. You're unique. You're genuine. So your light is shining bright. So you're attracting a lot of people. So you could be attracting a lot of haters in your workplace. You could be experiencing conflict in the workplace. Okay. People are talking about this though. They're talking about the drama that you go through at work. At work. People at your workplace can see that you have haters. No matter, even if you're a public figure, people see that you have haters, right? But you do your job well, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles here, you do your job well. Some of you guys could be tarot readers. I want to say shout out to the Goats Tarot, okay? I meant to do that in my intro. Shout out to the Goats Tarot. I appreciate you supporting my channel, being a watcher of the channel. Appreciate ya. All right, much love to you. But yeah, some of you guys could be some type of spiritualist, intuitive. That's just what I'm getting intuitively. And if that's the case, I mean, this is talk about your online work. So this could be anyone, okay? This could be the people that watch you. This could be your supporter. Okay, so if you guys do something online, people at your job watch you, okay? They watch whatever it is that you do, and they talk about it. For some of you guys, the conflict that's going on in your workplace, you don't even know about it. So this could be like secret beef. This could be secret beef. These could be people who want to be your enemies. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. All right, so with that star energy that came up at the bottom of the deck, like I said, you guys are very attractive. And I mean energetically, obviously, spiritually, I mean physically you could be attractive. But what I'm talking about is a spiritual attractiveness. So people are drawn to you by nature because you're truly operating in your authentic self. Yeah, the star card is still here at the bottom. So for some of you guys, you know, we can't help what we attract, okay? Because when you're really attractive, people are just drawn to you like bugs to a light at night, you know? But so you're attracting some people who obviously are toxic, and so their reaction to your light is to like become your enemy. That's how they are wanting to engage with you. That's how they are wanting to experience your energy, is through being your hater. But I feel like you don't see that. Like the figure in this Five of Pentacles card has their back turned to this conflict card. But what that Five of Pentacles card is looking at is the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. You're not focused on your haters, and you have them. And people are talking about this in the workplace. You have haters, and you're not even doing anything to be hated for. People understand that you naturally attract haters because you are something. You're attractive. You're talented. You're a perfectionist. You're good at your job, whatever it is that you do. All right? Yeah. And you do everything good. And you're always getting better. I wanted to say that's the effed up part, or that's the scary part. So that's the word on the street. You got your haters, or these people who want to be a part of your life, mad. And this is what they're saying. They're talking about the fact that you're perfect. Right? We know it's no such thing, but people are perceiving you as perfect. So like Virgo energy could be very, very relevant here. You could be a Virgo. You could be an earth sign. Okay? Very, very relevant. A lot of like pentacles out here. But the pentacles I'm seeing are pentacles that would imply you're working on your money at this time. You're very focused on your money at this time. But also the pentacles that I'm saying could be talking about the fact that you're very focused on your relationship too. Working on your relationship, making sure your relationship is the best relationship it could be. So for some of you guys, you could be getting hate for the fact that you're simply focused on your partner or focused on like your relationship. Damn, people hate so bad. People, that's the word on the street. That's what your ops are saying. That's what your haters are saying, okay? This is from your fan club, all right? Your secret fan club. That's all haters are. They love you in reverse. You know what I'm saying? They love you in reverse. So they're mad that you're focused on your relationship. You could even, this is what I'm getting intuitively, you could even have friends who are mad that you're focusing so much on your relationship. This is the tea. This is the word on the street about you, okay? We have the World card here coming up. All right, so for some of you guys, all right, and we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck too. All right, this, what I'm getting, is not for everyone, but for someone here, word on the street is, this doesn't even have to be true, but this is most definitely what I am getting, okay? And only take this if it resonates for you. But I feel like you could have someone or people talking about the fact that there was some sort of opportunity that came up for you to travel. And you could have been like struggling to get the money to go on a trip or something like that. Or you didn't have the money for a trip. Or you could be working OT or working overtime to pay off a trip or to pay for a trip. People are talking about this. People, but in like a way where they're hating a little bit jelly maybe. Because you have some opportunity, someone here had an opportunity to go on some sort of trip or to do something huge here. But it does have to do with travel. But I feel like people are talking about the fact that you can't afford this trip that you're going on. And this is why you're working so much. Because you're trying to pay off a trip. Or you're trying to pay off some sort of event or something. All right, for some of you guys, this could be like a wedding you're trying to pay off. People are saying that's why you're working so much. That's why you're working so hard. It's because, yeah, Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Cups. Excuse me. People are in conflict about the fact that you are 10 toes down for yourself and or you are 10 toes down for the person you're in a relationship with. I feel like people are very disturbed by this. I also feel like people are disturbed by the fact that you're in a time in your life where you're actually seeing your manifestations come to life. You have really been working hard. You've really been budgeting. You've really been setting your money aside. You've really been like not allowing people, places, and things to distract you from your goals. And now things are coming full circle for you. People are mad about this. All right. This is what people are talking about. The fact that you have major haters. Okay? And your haters are talking about these opportunities that you're getting, but they're kind of like throwing dirt on your name with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like talking about the good things that's happening for you and to you, but in a negative way or with the negative connotation to it. Like talking about the fact that you're going on like some sort of bomb-ass vacation. It's like an opportunity to go on a trip that, I don't know, most people don't go to this place. But then they're like, but you know, the collective can't afford that. They went into debt to go on that trip, or they had to work so many weeks of overtime in order to afford that trip. It's like that kind of talk. People are mad because shit's working for you. We have the Two of Swords. They're mad because shit is working for you, okay? You're winning, all right? You're being rewarded in this season, and they have been blocked because all they do is bring drama. People are talking about this. Nine of Wands, literally hurt by the fact that you do not want them to exhaust you, block you, prevent you from being able to achieve your goals. These people are so toxic and stuck in their way of thinking that they're hurt by it. They feel like this is the last time the collective has rejected me. This is the last text message I'll send and the collective ignores me. I don't care that they focused on their money. I don't care they're focused on securing their new relationship so they have a firm foundation. It's like people are mad. They're not with you in your winning season. That's what it sounds like. Or they feel neglected by you. They don't feel included. That's word on the street. People talking shit on you a little bit because they don't feel included in your winning season. They feel left out because you too fucking focused. That's what I'm getting, collective. That's word on the street. You winning too bad. You too obsessed with winning. You're too obsessed with yourself. You're too obsessed with your relationship. This is what people are talking about. Sound like they mad. Sound like a bunch of hate. That's what it sounds like. Because you're winning? Damn, people be salty. That's crazy. All right, we have the Knight of Cups coming out too. People are also talking about the fact that you have like somebody here who is, I don't know. Hold on, let me get one more. You really do have someone here who's all about you, right? Because it's not a Cups card, it's clarifying this loyalty card. You definitely have someone who's committed to you, who's loyal to you. Now, for some of you guys, you're in a relationship with this person already. This is your person, right? I feel like some of you guys kind of risked it all to be with this person. It's kind of like you have decided to be committed to someone even though your family doesn't accept them, even though they may not be accepted by your fan base, quote unquote. That's for some person. Or even though, whatever, it's like you have accepted them and you're loving them and you're standing 10 toes by them, or this is how someone feels about you, okay? Because for some of you guys, you are spiritual and maybe, their family isn't the most accepting of this type of thing, but this person is standing 10 toes down for you. You know what I'm saying? But now for someone here or for some others here, I'm picking up on the fact that you have a crush here. Wow. Look at this, y'all. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? Confirmation. You guys have a crush, all right? Someone is definitely crushing on you, and I feel like they plan on taking action. But like I said, there could be an age difference here, or it's simply that this is new, okay? This is new. You don't know who this person is yet, but this is definitely someone who feels motivated to sweep you off your feet. They want to impress you, okay? Whoever this person is that's crushing on you, they want to impress you. People are talking about this, though. Okay, tell us more, Holy Spirit. People talking about this. I'm going to pull a few more cards. You guys don't need advice, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up your reading. Tell us a little bit more about this crush, Holy Spirit. People are talking about this. 3 of Pentacles. Damn. The Star. So for some of you guys, you could work with this person. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like if you don't work with them with the 3 of Pentacles coming out, you collaborate with them some sort of a way. So the usual suspects. Either this, maybe the two of you belong to the same gym. Maybe you guys go to the same church. Maybe both of you guys are a part of a community. Okay, whatever that may be. Like I said, gym, it could be college, it could be work, it could be a place where you volunteer. Both of you are a part of a community together. Okay, whatever that looks like for you. All right, any more messages about the collective? What's the word on the street for the collective? Let me grab my messy deck real quick, pull some fun messages for you guys. Hold on one second. Let me give a quick little shuffle. Quick little 1, 2, 3. You came this far. I know you guys can wait, right? Pull a couple more. Get you some last minute messages. Get you out of here. See what the word on the street is. So you guys have a lot of haters. You're very attractive at this time. All right. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like some of you guys are just you're temptation. You're sexually alluring. You're very intuitive. Your spidey senses are really hitting at this time. You're very tapped in. You could be getting a lot of downloads, good ideas about things that you're actually acting on. Okay? People mad about this. And I feel like if you do something intuitive online, people feel like you use your spiritual gifts to get ahead monetarily. Okay? People could be talking about this. This is what, well, they are talking about this, right? That's what I just got off. The High Priestess at the bottom of your tarot deck. All right, pull a couple more. Ooh, thirsty, sassy, hungover. All right, let's see. All right, messages for the collective. What are people saying about them at this time? Wow, God. I'm not going to keep all of these. But let's see. What are people saying about you, collective? Sassy. You're sassy. All right. You're sassy. You have an attitude. maybe you get frustrated with people easily, or you speak your mind. You're sassy. All right. Tell us more. People are talking about this. They're talking about your attitude. So some people could be viewing you as someone who has an attitude. Okay. Tell us more about the collective. What are people saying about them? What's the word on the street? Ooh. Oh my God, that's too many. Whoa. People talking a lot. All right. For some of you guys, I just saw the catfish card. Some of you guys, people could be saying you're fake in some sort of way. Okay. They could be saying you're fake. All right. We have babysitter here. Tell us more about that, Holy Spirit. For some of you guys, I really do feel like you're in a relationship where there is an age difference, and some people could be talking about that, okay, with this babysitter card coming out. I also feel like, yeah, office here, but people could be like, I feel like with this babysitting card and the office card being here, you guys do have the 8 of Pentacles here too. I feel like for some of you guys in your workplace, people are talking about the fact that you are dating someone younger, or you're younger and they are dating you. Some people are not fond of this age difference, I feel like. And for some of you, this won't be for everyone. They could be talking about this in your workplace. I keep seeing power bottom. So for some of you, people could be talking about your sexual preference, okay? Resting bitch face, okay? So people talking about the fact that you look mean. And I put it right next to the sassy card. You look mean. And you got an attitude problem. People are talking about that. Collective, I feel like you have RBF just because you're very focused on achieving your goals right now. And if you're in a relationship, you have RBF because you're tired of people. You're tired of people trying to tell you who it is that you should love, who it is that you should date. You're probably in the energy of kiss my ass. Okay? You're probably in that energy. That's why you got RBF, okay? Because you're focused, or you're fed up with people's shit. You know, why are people so concerned about your life and who it is that you are with? You know, they should focus on their own life and who they are with, okay? And so this is why you have RBF, but people are talking about this, though, collective. They think you look mean. They think you are mean. And people talk about this. They think you're mean. All right, we have goodwill. We have locker room. Okay, so with this card, immediately, you have men talking about you too, okay? You have men talking about you, probably about your attractiveness. We have the magician. People are talking about what it is that you're currently creating, what it is that you're working on. For a small few of you, people could be talking about your spirituality, but that won't be for a lot of people. Oh, God, Beyonce came out. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, we're going to end it right here on the Queen Bee. Queen Bee has entered the building, okay? The Beyonce card came out. All right, flat out. But with the goodwill, I'm going to get back to Beyonce. But with the goodwill card, I feel like a lot of people are talking about the fact that you're a good person. All right. You do actually do good deeds for people. You're charitable. I feel like people are talking about that. But with the Beyonce card here, people are talking about the fact that, number one, you're very beautiful or you're very attractive. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're very attractive physically at this time. You are desirable by many or most in your community. People are talking about this. I feel like people are also talking about the fact that you're on your high horse, okay? People feel like you may think that you're better than others, or, you know, you only want to be with a certain type of people. You don't want to be around everyone. You're exclusive. People are talking about this. I also feel like people are talking about the fact that, and I already mentioned this earlier in your reading, is that you get a lot of hate for no reason. For no reason, though. Okay, you get a lot of hate because you're good at whatever it is you are creating, or you get a lot of hate because you're good at the work that you do. You get a lot of hate, collective, just because you're good, just because people perceive you as perfect. You look perfect, you act perfect, you smell perfect, you be looking perfect, you be walking around being perfect with RBF and a sassy ass attitude. It pisses people off because they feel like they want to do that too, but they feel like they can't, right? That's the difference between you and your lovers in reverse, your friends in reverse, your haters, you know, the people who love you in reverse. That's the difference between you and them. You don't block yourself. You don't hold yourself back, or you have learned, you've come out of a season where you have learned this and you've mastered it, and people are like jelly, basically. And people talk about this, though. People know you have haters for absolutely no reason, just because you are magnificent, just because you are awesome. All right, shout out to the Queen Bee. Shout out to the bee. All right, you guys, that concludes your reading. All right, if the message has resonated with you, make sure you hit that like button. If you like my vibe, okay, if you like the way I read energy, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. But collective, I got to go. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.